Hey YouTube, I did another one. Yep, here we go, and I don't think anyone's ever seen this in the world. Has put a fourth pickup in at a crazy angle. I just thought it would look really cool. It's functional. These are, I mean, all these stupid things I do, these sort of mad experiment things are functional because I kind of want to know what it's going to sound like. So what we've got here is a standard Strat layout. So your 5-way switch does exactly what you think, ignoring this pickup, and this switch turns on this pickup in series. This is the reverse wound pickup in series with whatever comes out the 5-way switch. So you get 5 humbucker sounds. So in the bridge position, you get these two as a humbucker, and then in your position 2 you've got these two and this one as a humbucker, and then in the middle you've got this as a humbucker, and so 5 different humbuckery sounds. I've not really tried them and ran through them properly yet, but they are functioning and working. So I think this is maybe number 33. I'll need to check. I've not I normally engrave the back before I do the video, but I'm kind of trying to do a few videos today, get them out of the way, so I could delay them and put them out over the next few days, so I don't have to do a video every day. I'm kind of in the video making mood. Yeah, so and there's instead of what I'm doing now, because I'm another packet of capacitors arrived. I'd forgotten. I don't know if I probably shouldn't say this, but I bought a packet of capacitors from China because I was doing like Veritone things, and I misread the advert. I mean, they weren't expensive, but I misread the advert, and it was I bought 50. Okay, 50 capacitors, all different sizes. That's going to be super handy. It wasn't 50. It was 50 bags of 20. So I've got like 1,000 capacitors, and then another packet came. It's like I have another 50, but this was actually 50 for the high pass filters. So basically, any Strat I'm doing now is getting a high pass filter instead of the top tone control. So you get a high pass filter and a low pass filter. The lower, that's what a normal tone control is, a low pass filter. So what it does is takes away the bass. Back in. And obviously the tone control takes away the treble. And if you take away both of them, you get nothing left. Yeah. What I've not fitted the high pass filter to yet is say like a humbucker guitar, because that's where something like that would be really useful. Because when this be sitting on the on the neck pickup, you roll it off, and again you can get all this bridgey pick-uppy sounds out of it. But you've got a bridge pickup, so I suppose you can get an even thinner bridgey pickup sounds. Yeah. So neck pickup. Just 4. That's working really well. Position 4 on it. The middle pickup just now is an old 70s Japanese thing. So the reason I didn't keep the original pickup from this guitar is because on a Strat, that's the one that's out of reverse polarity. So if you put that in series with any other ones, so this one, and this one are all the same way around, and this one's the opposite way around. So I can make a humbucker out of all 5 positions. Middle pickup. This is the Japanese pickup on its own. Then position 2. First pickup. Right, so that's how it's worked his way through those pickups. So now if we turn on this pickup, the reason I did this is because it's dead easy to explain what it is it does, I think, even though I'm probably making it sound an awful lot harder than it actually is. Now, we've got a humbucker. Maybe a wee bit of distortion, I'll show up better distortion. So there's position 1. now we're listening to a humbucker made up of the neck pickup and the extra coil. And then neck pickup on its own. I mean, some of them are slightly better than others. I quite like the one in position 4 was quite nice, wasn't it? Position 4 and then position 4 in bucker mode. It retains some of the what makes position 4 so amazing, and it's now hum cancelling and humbucking. So I think again with distortion, these things will really kick out. Yeah, so single bucker. Some of the treble. Sorry, that's the bass. Take away some of the treble. Yeah, so it's quite hard. It's like, I always think of, see, there's like the high pass filter and the low pass filter. It's dead hard to describe the tone control as the treble control because you're just used to. Or for me anyway, I'm sure most people are like this. You normally have the tone control up at full. So you're thinking full treble, and it's like, yes, that is full treble, but what the tone control, that's the tone control off. So basically when you turn the tone control down, that's it doing something, that's it taking away the treble. So it's not actually a bass. You think of the tone control as being a bass control, it's not. It's a treble control. So the high pass filter is a bass control, and it takes the bass away. Yeah. I think this might even want even more distortion than that. I'm going to stick a loop in. A bit slower this time. Yeah, I like that. See if I can play over that. Drive. I'm trying that's what's bridge pickup. Bridge humbucker. Now comes in here. These three on as a sort of humbucker. Yeah. Now these two, the humbucker. version 4 humbucker, version 4 single. Neck, double single. Neck bucker. So, another great Buckfastercaster. Yeah, good. It's great fun making these things. It's great fun to see just messing about with having all these different sounds. And this has got like kind of 5 sounds in it, which I don't, as far as I'm aware, any other guitar in the world has. Maybe somebody's done it before. I've certainly never seen it. No production guitar anyway. It's kind of mad when you see like it's quite satisfying when you think up these crazy when I think up these crazy things, and then it's like up here and you're thinking, oh, this is going to work. This is going to work, and then you plug it in and it does work. It's like yay! It's like well, I'm not. That's alright. What I should really done was play some sort of the humbucker thing's much better for if you're trying to play like I kind of don't want to be copyright infringement or you know it's quite a different a lot more oomph. Especially if you're playing, you know, if you're playing Hank Marvin and stuff like that. Oh, it's great. You've got all the, they're all there. Stratty sounds, but then you've got the fatter, more Sabbathy, rock and rolly metal, dare I say, even. I'm kind of tempted actually to make a guitar that, see, instead of having a volume control, just having these two, because like say obviously say the volume control's up at full, right? So basically that's the same as not having a volume control there. So you can just turn it down like that. Okay, it doesn't turn it quite off. No, not doing it. Okay, it doesn't quite turn it right off having both the tone control and... Maybe that's because the distortion pedal's on. How's it do it? It's clean. So it's very nearly off. And then you can turn up the treble. Or you can turn up the bass. You can turn them both up. So it'd be quite cool having them. So I could have like maybe like an on-off switch that just turned the guitar off, and then you just did your 2 volume controls and you could decide. Might be really good on a bass actually. That'd be. That's me trying to think up. You should try to think things I can fit capacitors into. Try and use up some of the 1,000 capacitors I've got. My capacitor capacity is massive. Incidentally, I can also put the treble roll-off thing on a switch, which I think would be a really handy thing. And like, you know, as I said earlier, like a Les Paul that's got non-splittable pickups. So maybe put it on a switch or put it on a, or like a Les Paul, I could maybe have, instead of having, you know, you get 2 volumes and 2 tones, instead of that I'd have 2 volumes, a master high pass and a master low pass filter. Or I could just have it still with 2 tones but actually have a push-pull pot that you just lift it out. That's what that I got 2 guitars off the same guy. One of them was a Yamaha Revstar and one of them was a Reverend, and they both had a bit of bass roll. Had this bass roll off thing. That's why I thought this is really good. I'm gonna try making them. One of them had it as like a knob. I can't remember which one it was, and the other one had it like on a push pull pot. So you basically pulled it up, and it was just a kind of sort of not dissimilar to a sort of coil split type sound, especially if you're playing like, you know, like a Les Paul or something with just humbuckers in it. It kind of pushes it towards the single coily sound, so it's much better for clean and much better for, you know, a pseudo. And it's even like with a humbucker coil split, it's still not exactly as good as a single coil on its own, and it's kind of the same this way around as well. When you're running that as a humbucker, it's not quite. It's, you know, it's more than 90% sounding like a humbucker, but it is still, you know, it's not an actual well, it's an actual humbucker. It doesn't sound exactly like a normal humbucker, you know, like your ones like these. There's 2 coils right next to each other because there's a wee bit of a gap between them. Also with this one I thought it'd be quite mad because you've got like a, obviously the bridge pickup on a Strat and a Telly is at an angle, so that it picks up the bass strings that are a bit bassier and the trebly strings are a bit treblier, because obviously because the string's vibrating, the point of maximum vibration's in the middle, so the closer you get to the bridge the less it vibrates and the more trebly it sounds. So that's why it goes that way. So I put it in that way, the opposite way, just for interest, just to see what happened really. So Buckfastercaster number 33. I'll put it in the description once I've looked up and see what the last one was. I think the last one was 32, was it? I don't know. So this is probably going to the Blitzkrieg Blitzkrieg shop in I should probably have it up on the screen rather than having an Ibanez Blazer, which I just did a video for, which if you've not seen, I did it, well, it's now I did it 20 minutes ago, so it probably it was either on yesterday or it'll be on tomorrow, which is from that shop as well. So it's probably going in there. The guy seemed quite keen on taking a few off me. He's ordered a bass as well. It's like, I've got a bass, like, oh, so there's a jazz bass that'll probably go in there. So if you want to try this out, plan is tomorrow I'm going to go and drop it off in there, so maybe from the weekend on, assuming this lockdown thing, I mean, I'm trying not to talk about that. One of the reasons I'm doing this is just as a sort of escape. Well, for me as well, but for anyone watching, it's like, just, you know, you watch the news and it's just like, oh God, what's going on now? So just kind of try and forget about that. I'm sorry I mentioned it. But see what happens. Stay safe everyone, and basically just wear the mask. Whether you agree with whether it's a good idea or not, it's not exactly that much of a hassle. And don't go out. It's not worth risking anything. Rock on!